What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. If you're just gonna fucking piss your pants when I fucking do something you don't like, get out! Get out now! Quick! Quick before I hurt your feelings, go! Get out! Out the back! Get out the fucking door now! Go! Alright, I'm done. I'll see you guys at the shop. Alright, so. Oh, there's still some water in there. Well, I cleared my area. Put that stuff over there. I have some thinking to do on this thing. I'm most likely going to end up building the engine because, yes, I know people are saying that, yeah, you can make 400. I know I can make 400 on the Prelude with the stock engine, but do I want to make even 300 on stock rods, stock pistons? Yes and no, but I'm not going to. Like, I really just don't want to. Like, this car is not just like you guys like to mistake me for these bigger channels who just kind of like buy cars for shits. Like, I bought this car because I like this car and I'm keeping this car. This car is not going anywhere and I want it to be my daily driver and I want it to last for a long time. So I kind of just made up my mind. Don't know how long it's going to take. I'd like to do it as soon as possible. Regardless, this thing's getting at least rods and pistons. The valve train's fine. I'm not going to rev it like past 8, so I don't even think I'll rev it to 8, but yeah. Anyways, there's a lot of stuff, other stuff that I can do on this. Like, I'll do the body work, I'll do the paint, I'll do everything. That's what we're doing with that. So I just kind of pushed everything over there because, you know, nothing on the floor in front of the thing I'm working on. So I'm going to take this off, probably jack up the front of the car, and let's see what I'm working with, I guess. Alright, so I cleared this spot of all this stuff. Now, mind you, I plan to chop the part right here off where the upper hose goes in, block that off, and move it somewhere in the middle so that it's more of a straight shot and out of the way. But this is the corner that the turbo is going to go in. There's plenty of spots right here for extra supports. I'm going to try to just set it in there and get an idea of what it's going to look like, because I know it's going to be tight, but I think I know it can work. It will work. Me and Ronnie got this. Oh God. Here we go. Ugh. Oh yeah, that hose has got to move. That hose 100% has to move. Definitely have to chop that off. Move it over here. And do something with the lower radiator hose because that ain't gonna work. Alright, I'm gonna take this radiator out. Well, at least drain it. Well, I don't feel like jacking this thing up, so I'm literally just going to drive it outside, and there's only water in this, so I'll just let the rusty water drain over there. Oh, man. Now I have to try to start my super shit, definitely not running right 350Z with LS. Oh, it's going to take so long because it's junk. Oh man, what will I ever do here? Oh no. What to do, what to do, what to do. Oh god, yeah, if only this thing didn't run so damn horribly. It just runs so bad. I really just wish I knew how to make a car run good. Because this one doesn't run good. This one runs like poop and dick. Oh no. Oh god. Horrible. I must move things. shit out of here. Ugh, you piece. If only, huh? Freaking piece. So I'm gonna have to clock this way. This is gonna be a bitch, but I have to do it. Or like that, maybe? No, because then the exhaust has to go there. It has to be like this. That could work if the turbo was clocked. So basically, this exhaust housing has to be torqued, or has to be tweaked this way. Then you got to take the compressor housing and clock it this way. So it's like these have to like come together almost like an acute angle. And I mean, there's gonna be some freaking pie cuts, I'll tell you that. But we could definitely make it work. Obviously, it's not gonna be sitting right there, but it'll, you know, it'll be good. All right. We'll get it to work. Okay. So, I can't see the screen, but I'm just going to try to do my best to explain this. So, like I said, these heater core lines, like this is going to get shaved, like almost, like all this is going to go, and we're not just going to cut off like the ports for the heater line. We're going to actually shave back the actual water pump housing, like up to the thermostat. So that's going to be all gone. So the two pipes, so one pipe is going to come right here. It's going to be a super friggin' tight bend. It's going to be a bitch. Oh man. Because, alright, so basically this is going to be like the angle that this is going to have to be at for the pipes to want to fit in there. So that's going to be sitting like this. Like that. Alright. So, yeah, it's going to be a bitch to fit a down pipe on this. I'm going to make it work, though. I have to make it work. I am not putting the fucking thing out the hood. I will stand by that, and if I can't do it, I'm staying NA. I don't care. I'll swap this 6-liter. I don't want a fucking thing out the hood. If I have to run no hood and just make a friggin' quick dump real quick, make a quick dump. Anyways, if I have to run no hood, like if I can make it to a drift event and I just run no hood, that's fine. But I will be putting a down pipe on this. So what I think I'm going to have to do is run the headers up and forward, now that I'm looking at this. And this is going to have to be pointing down. So if this is sitting like that, yeah, see, like this is going to get cut out, so this can be farther forward. Now if that's facing down, I'll be able to get the down pipe underneath that, and I'll be able to get the pipe that goes to the turbo up and then into here, or either that or way down somewhere. I don't know. It's going to be hard until I have like all my shit, but basically it's going to sit something like that. I can't even like, sure. Don't fall, please. So, like I said, it's going to be a lot of just moving stuff around, cutting stuff, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, I already have my ECU, like I already have management. My injectors are equal to like 440s, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but 42 pound is around 440 cc. So it should handle 6-7 psi, no problem, for now. And I have all of the fail-safe options in the world on the ECU to make it. If it overboosts anything goes wrong, the shit will shut power immediately, shut off, do whatever it has to do to not overboost. Not a big deal, and I'm not going to overboost anyway because we'll be all right. I know some people running very similar setups, if not the same exact setup, making good power, not overboosting. So basically, yeah, I don't know. It's just like figuring out header options and stuff like that. Like all this stuff that I took out, like the catch can, everything like that. Even this, I mean, this can go in the bumper, to be honest. This can go in front of the bumper, and it won't hit anything. This can literally just go, like, up there. Which, you know, I might do that. But my main idea for all that is I'm just going to cut this out. Like, this whole thing right here is just going to get cut out. Battery's going to get relocated. And I'll just leave the fuse box in there. That's the fuse box, by the way, if you're wondering what those wires are. That's a Mega Squirt fuse box. And, yeah. Really shouldn't be too bad. Like, yeah, it's going to be some work. And it's going to take some careful mapping out of the exhaust, I should say. It would be ideal. Like, if I could run a pipe, like, underneath the oil pan and just come up over here. Just have one pipe going right into the turbo. That'd be so cake. So easy if I could do that. But I can't. So I won't. Or come this way, down into here, below the frame rail, and then up into the turbo. Either way, I think would work fine. It's just whatever makes more sense. And you guys might think that 2.5 inches is smaller than it really is. Because, trust me, this is not going to boost creep or whatever because of small piping. But that's about, you know, that'll fit. And we'll have 2 of those, one here and one here. And then a 3-inch down pipe will be good. If 2.5 inch was too small, I don't think they'd sell a T4, like a pre-made T4 flange with dual 2.5 inch inlets. You gotta think, 2.5 inch inlets is a 5-inch inlet. So, some people are running a 3-inch inlet. I'm running an equivalent of 5-inch. So, I think it'll be good. I think it'll be friggin' straight. It is Friday, and Friday is my early days. Well, at least I'm going to try to make Fridays my early days so I can have a life and not be a slave to YouTube now because now I don't have to spend that much on a shop. So it's nice being free. So anyways, this will probably be the last video I make until Yukon. So if you guys are at Yukon, I'll see you there. Come up, say what up, whatever. I'm probably driving the Subi. I don't give a shit. Like, I'm not going to park it in the show car area. Yukon always throws me off because the show's so damn early in the year. But anyways, I gotta go. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Subscribe if you haven't. Turbo stuff coming soon. Build stuff coming soon. Paint, body work. There's a lot to do to this thing to make it like my go-to-car meet car. And then there isn't really too much to do. I mean, there's a lot to do to it, but at the same time, there really isn't that much to do to it to make this my friggin' my turbo V8 drift car. So I want to take it to the track as well. I want to take it to like Lebanon or something and just get like a baseline. I'm wondering, I mean, I'm probably gonna blow my tranny if I actually have grip. So I don't know. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.